We're back at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, as we get ready for the second round of eliminations here in monster truck competition. We've already seen a wild night for this man. Low qualifier Michael Waters in the Black Stallion. He's now got to face the gravedigger of Les Anderson. He's repaired the damage in the Black Ford in the far lane, but apparently not completely. And the gravedigger, losing the driver's side door again, will advance to the next round. It looks like more suspension damage for the Maryland-based Black Stallion. Les Anderson, leaving the starting line on the replay, had a beautiful run going. Vodders never made it more than the first 40 feet under power. But still a valiant effort, just making it out for competition for the Maryland racer. Next up, it'll be the incredible Star Monster against Rob Fuchs and First Blood. The closest race of elimination so far still sees the red Illinois-based Ford take the win by a little less than a half a truck length, setting up a Ford versus Chevrolet finale. But in New Orleans, Louisiana, there is still super modified mud racing action underway. Qualifying continues for the Camel Shootout, the 4 quickest qualifiers, and right now, a driver has to go quicker than 2.26 seconds to get into the quick 4 field. 1 year ago here at the Superdome, Larry D'Antoni took one of the wildest rides in super modified mud racing history in the qualifying round. But here he is 1 year later in his new Addicted to Mud entry. Supercharged Chevy power. And D'Antoni has an incredible run going. What a pass. 2.02 seconds. It'll qualify him number 2. What a comeback for D'Antoni after last year's horrific incident. He's ready. Now James Tollison in the Sandpacker. Always a killer. One of the true veterans of this class. On the brakes, he must go quicker than 2:23 to qualify. Tollison's supercharged Chevy goes 2:25 and just misses. On the starting line in the far lane, Larry Kolikis' machine aptly named Outrageous and the Master Blaster. Problems in the near lane. Kolikis drives it through, though. He'll stop in time with an elapsed time of 2.52 seconds. It won't qualify. And the carbureted Boss 429 powered Ford Master Blaster of Steve Sewell at 5.06 seconds won't have any luck. Here is one of the greats, Ken Crum in the rear engine Wild Thing. Unbelievable sideways blast. That could have been the #1 qualifier. Darren Matthews in the far lane running into problems. The Wild Thing sideways at the finish line. 1.98 seconds.
Ken, you have got to be thrilled with that kind of run. To pull out a 1-second effort, the second one ever here, this late in the game is incredible.
Yeah, it is. I'm really surprised.
You knew when you came up that the starting line was extremely slippery. Did you do anything different to try and get this thing down that quick?
Well, we let the tire pressure down some, but we don't have the bead locks a lot of guys have, so we couldn't get down too low. Seemed to work out.
Still incredible run. The second quickest pass ever at this place, Guy. We'll see you in the shootout.
The 4 quickest super modifieds have qualified for this field, including defending champion Larry Jarrett and a 1.98 second run for #1 qualifier Ken Crum. There's no question that since their inception, all forms of motorsports have been dominated by men, and very few women have broken that stranglehold, even driving these machines. But within the ranks of the U.S. Hot Rod Association, there is one woman who's broken through the biggest barrier of all. Tina Kelly is the only female event director in all of motorsports, and to handle herself in a world of men is a completely different situation. Was there anything you really had to prove to them at the onset?
Yeah, #1, that I knew what I was talking about, and #2, that when I say something, I mean it. I do all the teching on the vehicles, make sure they're safety. I take care of all the competition rules. I book all the vehicles. I decide who goes to what show. Basically, just make sure that the competition runs as the rule book states. What we have here is a laser light system set up. We use a stage beam laser. This connects with the starting beam laser, and then we have a finish line laser at the end. We put spotlights on the other side of the track, which is what activates the photo cells. When they break this staging beam, the top of the tree will come on, okay? That's how they know they're staged. So actually, they have about 18 inches to jump before they break the starting beam. They give me the okay. The tree comes down to green. He breaks the starting beam. That's when his time starts. Then when he breaks the beam at the end, it cuts the computer off, and it reads out the time.
Do you feel like a pioneer? Do you feel like a first woman to do something?
No, not at all.
But do you think you've opened the door for other women to do it?
Yeah, I think I have, but it just hadn't really, I never really think about the fact that I'm the only woman that does it. I just go out and try to do a good job.
Coming up, Gravedigger versus First Blood and the mud racing shootout. Stay with us.